This is the WHTC Morning News with Gary Stevens and Peg McNichol on 99.7, 1450 WHTC and WHTC.com.
And we welcome you back to the WHTC Morning News for this Wednesday, June 2nd. Time now for Farm Life with a Farm Wife with author and blogger Diane Lowe. It's presented by Farm Bureau Insurance, Markup Agency, 477 Chicago Drive in Holland. Call Mark now for a quote at 396-5728. That's 396-5728. And joining us, as she does every first and third Wednesday of the month, is author and blogger Diane Lowe via the Zoom connection. Diane, good morning. Welcome back to WHTC and happy June.
Good morning. How are you?
We are well, and June is, I would assume, busy time at the farm. The cows need to be taken care of. The crops are in, and it's all full steam ahead.
Pretty much. Crops are going in, crops are being mowed, crops are being chopped. It's busy, busy, busy. And we're always on a time crunch between trying to hurry up and get it done before the rain and hoping that it does rain.
Yeah, I think it's a case of maybe the lack of rain has really become a concern more for the crop farmers. But again, since you grow your own, especially to feed the cows, you need the rain too to be able to get your crops taken care of.
Yep, we do. We sure do. We had some really nice rain a little bit ago. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more this week. And while the sun is still shining, we're trying to get some hay off the field. So there's always something going on, like you said.
Yeah, what the hay on that? Let us move forward, Diane, and talk a little bit about what's on your mind for this first Wednesday in June.
Well, June happens to be Dairy Month. So I thought I'd talk about some of the benefits of dairy. But before I do that, one of the things about Dairy Month is the fact that this is when a lot of the specialty groups come out and they start attacking dairy pages, farm pages, and they start putting out false information and things like that. So I guess I would just caution the listeners that if you see something that doesn't look right or is discouraging about dairy farming or any farming for that matter, to try to find out the truth from a true farmer. I know there's some videos resurfacing from a few years ago and things like that was done with undercover, and just realize that everything isn't as it seems to be, and there might be some stuff out there. But one of the things about milk that a lot of people don't understand is milk is just about the perfect food. Whole milk, which a lot of people think is really fattening, is really 97% fat-free. Whole milk only has two things in it. It has milk and vitamin D. Your milk is always antibiotic-free. It gets tested at the dairy. Like on our farm, they take a sample and it gets tested. And then it will get tested again at the plant before it gets bottled. And if it comes up hot with antibiotic in it, then our milk would be dumped. There is 8 grams of protein, and it contains all of our essential amino acids. 97% of all dairies are family owned. So when you're purchasing dairy products, whether it be milk or ice cream or butter or whatever, you are actually supporting a family most likely. So that's kind of like a warm, fuzzy feeling, I think, when you're buying dairy products. Also, you can find out where your milk comes from if you would like to. There's a code stamp on the container, and then you can go to where'smymilkfrom.com, and it will tell you where your milk originated from. Now, ours goes all over the place. Most of the time, ours is not used for liquid milk. It's used for yogurt or cheese. It's been in Jack's Pizza. It's been in candy. It's wherever the need is that our co-op can get us the best price for. And I do know that Hudsonville Ice Cream has used our cream before, and probably will in the future, just depending on the needs. So that would be a local source for our milk. The dairy industry has reduced its carbon footprint by 2/3 since 1945. And that's something to be proud of with all of the green stuff floating around out there and things like that. Also, when we milk cows today, within 2 days, within 48 hours, that milk is going to be at the grocery store. So you know that the milk that you're purchasing is fresh. There are no added hormones in any of the milk. There are hormones in milk because there's hormones in every living thing that there is. It's out there. So you don't have to worry about added ones. They're all natural. There's also no added sugar to whole milk. There is lactose, which is the natural sugar. And that just is there, but there's nothing else added to have the added sugar to it. Cows are kept extremely healthy. We have a nutritionist that comes to our farm, and they create a diet for our cows, different groups of our cows, to keep our cows healthy. We also trim their hoofs on a regular basis. They walk through a foot bath on a regular basis. They are computer monitored, they're watched. So our cows, and I know cows on other dairy farms, are very well taken care of. So you're getting milk from healthy cows, and that should not be a concern for you. Chocolate milk is a great recovery, better than sports drinks. And I think it tastes better besides. And if you're sensitive to milk, you know, like the lactose, there's a suggestion that you purchase whole milk and drink it a little at a time, because the whole milk will help slow down the absorption of the lactose. And whole milk is also healthier for you. Like if you're a diabetic, you're trying to lose weight, it kind of balances everything out, just because I think it just takes longer for it to get into your system. Whole milk supports your immune system in many, many ways. There's calcium that's good for your bones, your teeth, and your nerve muscles. Vitamin D, that's good for your bones. Calcium. Iodine is in there. It's great for your thyroid. Potassium, and that balances out the fluid in your body. Phosphorus is for bones, and it helps generate cells. Vitamin A is for your vision. Riboflavin, or vitamin B2, whatever you want to call it, that helps convert your food into energy in your body. Niacin has enzymes. Vitamin B12 supports the red blood cells. Zinc supports the immune system. Thiamine and vitamin B6, that converts your food into energy also. And magnesium, it helps metabolize all of the stuff that's in the milk to help give you strong bones. And a few other little interesting tidbits. A cow will produce 7 to 9 gallons of milk a day. And that's about 128 glasses. So one cow could feed a couple classrooms for their lunch. Kids that drink whole milk keep their body weight down 40% more than what kids who are drinking lower fat milk. Whole milk helps your dental health. It, like I said, it boosts your metabolism. It also helps in fighting inflammation. The calcium and vitamin D helps fight your inflammation. Cows have forced stomach chambers, and I don't know the names of them all. My husband does, but the food goes in, it does something, goes to the next one, to the next one, to the next one. And there's a lot of burping going on. Pasteurization is what we do to the milk. And you cannot purchase raw milk in Michigan. Pasteurization it kills any potential harmful bacteria. It heats the milk up to 161 degrees, and it has to stay there for about 15 seconds. And then it's quickly cooled off. And that will guarantee that there won't be any harmful bacteria in it. Also, there's homogenization, which I do believe you can purchase milk that is pasteurized, but not homogenized. And what homogenization does is it creates the milk to stay together with the cream. There's no separation. For instance, if we have raw milk and we put it on our counter, the cream will come to the top. You can scrape it off and you can make butter. And homogenization keeps it all mixed together. So if you want any more information, there's all kinds of pages about milk and things like that. And like I said, if you have questions, find a farmer and ask a farmer. And go drink milk.
Yeah. One other thing, and it's more of a news question than anything else. This involves, of course, the situation involving JBS and a cyber attack. It's the meat suppliers are affected. Probably does not affect you directly, Diane, but how concerned should the farming industry be that some of these major suppliers could be subject to ransomware and having issues getting their product to market because these suppliers are, take care of some of these big supplies. And I'm not certain whether or not it would be a concern to you as a local farmer or overall in the industry.
Well, anything like that is a concern. And I think when something like that happens, there's fingers to it. It can go all across the board. Yeah, we're a local farmer, but our milk, like I said, it can go to Greenville, it can go to Wisconsin, it can go to Kentucky, it can go all over the place, and it will be shipped to all different things. Like I said, Jack's Pizza. So there is a logistics as far as getting your milk different places. And if there's a problem with that, or a problem with a company that uses our milk, then it just messes everything up. It is what it is. And, I don't know what else you can do about it.
Yeah, I'm just kind of wondering whether or not, how much of an impact it will be in, related industries. Obviously, meat supplier is not exactly what you do, unless the cow's ability to serve is over. But for the most part, that's a concern for the entire ag industry. Diane Lowe, author and blogger with the Farm Life for the Farm Wife segment. Thank you very much for joining us today, and look forward to chatting with you again in a couple of weeks.
All righty. See you then.
Thank you very much, Diane Lowe. A Farm Life with a Farm Wife is presented by Farm Bureau Insurance, Mark Hop Agency, 477 Chicago Drive in Allen. Call Mark now for a quote at 396-5728 at 616-396-5728.